This is Booty, and once again we're doing something a little bit different today. You finally get to see my ugly ass. But anyways, I want to get up on here and talk about something that's been on my mind for a while. League of Legends. For those of you who have been on my channel for a while, you know that I used to do a good number of League of Legends videos. I don't really do that anymore. I used to do commentaries, just games of me playing on the ladder, fucking around, whatever. Showing off my skills, as it were. As a jungler, AD carry, what have you. Yeah, I don't do that anymore, and the God's honest truth is I don't really play the game anymore, I don't really have an interest in the game anymore. See, now it started as me just taking a break from League. You know, playing games on an emulator. I got my PS4. I've been playing a shit ton of games on there. If you've been on my Twitter, you know all about that shit. But, you know, now I'm kind of just like, I'm kind of fucking done with League. Like, what's even the point of going back to League? Which is ironic, because, believe it or not, it actually started... See, now, when I was in high school, I used to play StarCraft 2 all the time, right? Every day, all the time, trying to rank up, interacted with the community all the time, watching the YouTube channels of StarCraft, the Twitch streams, the esports, all that shit. But eventually I got sick and tired of StarCraft 2. I was like, fuck this, I'm done. And the main reason is just because, you know, you play a game for a while, you gotta just get bored with it. I wasn't really happy with the way the metagame was growing. This was back in like the Heart of the Swarm days, Mass Raven, Autism. And I heard about this game, League of Legends. And it sounded fun, it sounded different. And I really wanted another multiplayer game, so I had something that I could just dump my time into infinitely. Because multiplayer games, in general, obviously, have a much longer lifespan than, you know, playing games on an emulator, or whatever. Single-player games. I've never seen anything like a MOBA, like League, nothing. I'm like, ooh, this looks cool, this looks unique. I'll give it a shot. And I gave it a shot, I made my first account, the EveLol account, where I did my very first League videos on my old channel. And you know what, I really, really liked League. I thought it was cool, it was fun. And then I took a break from it, started playing StarCraft 2 again. Again, I got tired of that. Lost the login information for my old League account. So when I went back to it, I'm like, fuck. Made myself a new account, which was the Booty account. Mysterious Booty, as it was finally known as. Kinda the same shit happened as with StarCraft 2. Interacted with the community a lot. I watched the YouTube channels for League, Twitch streams. Never really cared for the esports scene. I really respected League as a competitive game, but esports just bored the fuck out of me. Every time I watch it, I'm just like, this doesn't even feel like I'm watching the same game anymore. Solo queue is obviously a very, very different experience from watching esports. Watching people playing the game perfectly, and you don't have to deal with bad players, or there's not really a concept of carrying in pro play. It's just 4 people playing perfectly, doing the best they can to win. In my opinion, it's not as exciting, but that's beside the point. And I always heard about how the League of Legends community was really toxic, shortly after I joined. And I started to think that was kind of just a myth, you know? I used to think, it's not that bad, because I met a lot of my friends on there. If there is one thing, no matter how much I will shit-talk League, there's one thing that it does for me that I can't let go of. That I have to admit to. If it wasn't for League, I wouldn't have any of the friends I have right now. A lot of the friends I met now, I met on the forums or in-game, so there's that. A good job, League. You did one really, really good thing. The one great thing you'll be remembered for forever. And as I said, I was on the forums, mostly shitposting, memeing, that kind of thing. I started doing videos of me playing ranked. And I used to play this game, just like with StarCraft 2, I used to play it every day, all the time, mostly ranked. I didn't really care for normals. But let me tell you right now, okay, I did not enjoy... It was fun for a while. And I used to watch all these YouTubers that kind of gave me the encouragement to play the game seriously. If you guys know someone by the name of Nisi, he doesn't play League anymore, he plays Fortnite, but back then he used to do the replay reviews and the coaching sections. It was great fun. It made me respect League as a competitive game. I was trying to get better. I was like, ooh, this game's so cool. Much better than StarCraft. This game shits on StarCraft. Blah, blah, blah. Nowadays, you can't get a kill on your own as an AD carry. Even back in Season 5, I remember there were at least some times where you could do that. And you die instantly. It's especially bad in this current meta, because... right, just fuck the damage beyond belief. They're just like, oh, can we make everything... Can we just... fuck's sake. But yeah, like, the damage is just fucked right now. Basically, like, people blow on you, or just near you, you die instantly. It doesn't even have to be an assassin or a mage. Like, even fucking tanks kinda do that. It's bullshit. And there's another thing... Alright, so, another thing I want to talk about is the whole community is toxic thing. Some people think it doesn't matter. I think it really, really matters, because it affects the way you view the game and how you react to the game in general. Now, I'm gonna be straight up. I used to be a fucking asshole back then. Alright, when I played League all the time, took it really seriously, it was so fucking easy to trigger me in a ranked game. Not even ranked. Like, as much as I meme about people that get toxic in a normals game, I used to be that kind of person too. And then just kind of what happens. This game has, you know, because of the way it's designed and the way you're relying on teams, the way that's, you know, you don't have the same kind of control you have in other competitive games. Like, look at StarCraft, for example. Like, it's kind of just, it doesn't help that, like, the community itself emphasizes the whole competitive aspect so much. Everything everyone wants to talk about is fucking esports. League of Legends is not... It is no longer a game about just having fun. It's no longer about fucking around, or trolling, or at least not in the whole, oh, I'm playing something off-meta kind of way. Okay, you almost never see people playing anything off-meta anymore. Because people know it's fucking bad. And the fact of the matter is that League of Legends just doesn't support off-meta picks as much as it used to. And that's just a fact. Like, the game has emphasized, it's streamlined itself so much, you know, to where, like, you're basically fucked if you don't play what's meta. If you're a top laner, you gotta play a top laner. Maybe in, like, Bronze 5 or whatever, you can get away with playing a mage, like Annie or something in top lane, but, like, the higher elo you get, it's just gonna be less and less reliable. There used to be people that could get to, like, Diamond League, or at least Platinum, with off-meta picks. Can't do that anymore. Can't do that anymore. I mean, hell, even Pro Play used to be kind of off-meta. Now everyone just runs the same fucking thing every day. It's always the same bans. It's always the same picks and the same compositions. It's just boring. This game has, like, 500 fucking champions that they keep introducing every day. And you only see, like, 50 of them, maybe 20 of them. It's ridiculous. And that's another thing I want to talk about while we're at it. League of Legends has this problem where Riot keeps making champions. Now, they haven't made a new champion for a while. It's been about a month or two, maybe 3 months since they released a champion. Unless you want to count the reworks. And that's what they're doing. Like, if they're not doing entirely new champions, they're doing reworks. I can understand how a rework is necessary when you have, like, a really dated champion. Like, look at Nunu or Warwick, okay? They had their ups and downs, and at the end of the day, like, you can't really make them super, super viable, because the way they're designed just doesn't really... Basically, it wouldn't be fair if they were viable. Because that's the only way they can exist. If they are not overpowered, then it's like, why the fuck would you pick Nunu or Warwick? You could just pick whatever happens to be meta at the time, you know? And it just gets worse every time they introduce a new champion. See, we got Zoe, we got fucking Echo, Talia, Aurelion Sol. You barely even see Aurelion Sol. Like, there are so many champions they put in the game, and, like, more than half of them you don't even see anymore. You see them for like a week or two on release, and then they get fucking gutted or whatever. And that's the end of the story. I always have this problem. Why would you pick this champion when you can pick that champion that's more viable and does their job better? And it just gets worse as the champion pool increases. And that's why I really hope. Like, honestly, I wish Riot would just never make a new champion ever again. There's too many champions already. But Riot is just obsessed with keeping the content fresh and, oh, we gotta mix things up. Okay, I don't know about you, but when I think of the problems with League, the last thing on my mind is, man, the champion pool in this game is just so fucking small. No. Okay, you could probably populate an entire fucking city with the amount of champions in this game at this point. It's a legitimate problem. And even reworks. Like, why do you have to fuck with the voices to such an extent? Why do you have to change the personality? Like, it's one thing to update them. It's another thing to, like, make them into a completely different character. Like, the most obvious example would be Poppy. Or Aatrox to an extent. Aatrox is just a fucking goofball. I can't even take Aatrox seriously anymore. He just sounds like a fucking retard now. And Poppy is just... she's basically been turned into a stereotypical kawaii waifu kind of character. All cutesy. I mean, I like her design, but... you know... it makes you wish it was just a different character entirely, because it's nothing like Poppy. Other than the fact that she has a fucking hammer and pigtails. The way she acts, her personality is different, her voice is different. Like, Poppy went from being a huge badass, or a tragic background, into... oh, I'm a fucking retard, I'm looking for the hero! Are you the hero? Are you the hero? No, you're not the hero? Oh! But spoilers, I'm actually the hero. I'm just a child, so I don't know any better. Oh! Give me a fucking break, I don't give a shit. And it feels like you don't even have control over that as a consumer. Because Riot's gonna change things. They're gonna do the reworks, the new champions, no matter what you say. And that's another problem with League, is just the amount of change. It's one thing when you do balance changes, but it's another thing when you're, like, completely changing the flow of the game. Or adding entirely new UI elements, or... oh, here's another Rise rework. They're seriously doing another Rise rework right now. It's literally a fucking meme at this point. How many times are you gonna rework Rise before you're happy? Just fucking get rid of them! Like, either don't fuck with him or just delete him. What's the point of just constantly changing him? And they're always changing something, like, oh, the dragons are RNG now. Oh, here's the fucking RNG plant that spawn around the map. You know, the blast cone, the get out of jail free card when you invade, or you get invaded, or whatever. Or here's a plant that gives you vision for free. So you know if someone's taking dragon. Or, like, the constant changes to the warding system. What was the fucking point? What was wrong with pink wards? Okay, remember when pink wards used to be able to detect invisible units? For some reason, apparently that's bad game design. Oh, we can't have counterplay to invisibility, that's fucking bullshit. So, like, it used to be, just get a pink ward to beat a collie, now it's just, okay, bend over, because now it's fucking a collie. The whole point of a rework was to make it easier to counterplay, but you can't even do that anymore just because of the way the invisibility works now, vision works now. You know, why did they change the green ward system? I really miss green wards. I know that, like, League of Legends had a problem in, esports, where there was too much vision, and it was too easy to get vision. But you had, like, the Raptor buff to detect wards. What was wrong with that? Like, if you really have a problem with wards, can't you just increase the amount of detection in the game? What's the point of taking away options? So now, you know, if you want a ward on the map, you basically have to rely on the supports for the majority of the wards. Now, that plays into the whole, we're gonna make the game more team-oriented. Solo queue is too fucking random for, like, team-based play. It's a team-based game, literally. But, like, it can't be that emphasized. Otherwise, you might as well bring back dynamic queue, or just make it so where, okay, you literally cannot queue for ranked unless you at least have one partner with you. playing back into the whole... Like, there's no reason to even adapt to anything now, because people are just gonna nerf it. Riot's just gonna nerf it. Okay, so Season 5. The one obvious example is the Wolf Camp cheese. Where you basically do the Wolf Camp, or the Raptor Camp. Level 1 as a bruiser, like Jax, Tryndamere, whatever. And then you go into lane with a level advantage. And that was fun, that was interesting, that was different. It mixed things up. And Riot's just like, oh, we can't have that. Bam, pull the plug. So they always like to take away strategies from you. And going back to the whole community toxicity thing, let me tell you guys a story, alright? I used to have this friend that I had smurf with me in low elos. I was that desperate to get gold at the time. I'm not gonna give his name, let's just call him Bob, alright? Bob. Bob was diamond on his main account. And it started off as coaching, and he's like, okay, I'll duo with you in low elo. And, hopefully we can learn something together. I can give you advice as we play together, or what have you. And it was fun the first few times when we started to win. And then, we started losing, we started falling behind. And I was in a voice call with this person. It's one thing when you're reading frustration in text. Hearing it in voice is a very, very different experience. And let me tell you right now, okay, granted this guy had problems. He had, real life problems at the time, but regardless. He would just scream his fucking head off in the voice chat. Legit shit your pants. Wife beater level angry. And I'm just sitting there oh, what'd I do? It's usually him, raging about other teammates, and then he would rage at me, and I'm like, what am I even doing? I don't even know what's going on. Just sucking my thumb in finish position. Don't make any sudden movements, you know what I mean? Don't make any sudden movements. It's gonna kill me if I move. Okay, because if I move, it's like, oh, what are you fucking doing? And it's like, dude, chill. And eventually, I was just like, fuck it, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna play with you anymore. If this is what I gotta deal with every fucking time. And it creates, this level of expectation where, everyone is in a bad mood when they play League. All my friends get in a bad mood when they play League. Because like I said, the game is basically designed to piss you off and drive you crazy. Because of the randomness, and you never feel that strong even if you get fed in League of Legends. And that's why I favor solo queue. I honestly think... I would normally say that duo queue or pre-mains are a lot more fun. League of Legends is a lot more fun when you're playing with friends. But if you're falling behind and everyone is just, foaming at the mouth, it's like, I'd rather just do solo queue and at least only have to deal with randoms getting mad. If your team isn't raging, the enemy team is raging. Every single fucking time. The chances of you finding a team in any game that is legitimately happy, in a good mood, having fun, is it's like finding a needle in a haystack, basically. You have a better chance finding aliens or some shit. And it applies to normal games too, it's not even just a ranked thing. And you see people freaking out in the special game modes, like ARAM, Ascension, they got a new game mode out, I'm sure people rage on there. I've seen people rage on all the modes, and it's like, are you fucking serious? I can't even play a dumb game mode that's not even meant to be taken seriously without dealing with man-children? I'm just sick of it, man. It ruins the fun of the game. I don't understand how anyone could play a game like League, where every single person in the room is in a bad mood and you're legitimately having fun. Maybe if you're a troll fucking with them for your own amusement, but as a casual player, just minding your own fucking business, I don't get it. And like I said, I used to play ranked all the time. I used to care so much about climbing. I wanted to get gold. Okay, I didn't necessarily want to be platinum or diamond or challenger or masters, but I wanted to at least be gold. Spoiler alert, that didn't fucking happen. The highest elo I've ever been is silver 1. And that's it. whatever the reason may be, because I'm tilting out, or, you know, I'm running into good players, I don't know how to deal with it, or I'm getting bad teams, what have you. And there's always that elitism of the community, where it's like, oh, you're just bad, you know. Like, if you complain about teammates being bad, they're like, oh, you're bad, and it's like, yeah, you're right, you're not wrong. But let's think about that for a second, okay? But if you're just in a team where everyone lost lane, for instance, and the enemy team is just shitting on you left, right, and center, like, just the degree of effort it takes to win a game. I've seen people on streams, in Twitch, that are like diamond on their main accounts, smurfing in like bronze or silver or gold. And they get teams like this, where it's just, like, they're the only person doing well on the team. And like, it takes so much effort, it takes so much perfection. You have to macro, you gotta make the right decision making, you gotta never fucking die ever. Or the game's just over. And for me, personally, like, especially in low elo, where you expect things to be more casual and chill and relaxed, it's just not fun. When it's like, okay, you can't make one fucking mistake or the game is over. And I don't know about you, but I and many people in League of Legends community think the game is only fun when you win. Otherwise, it's just kind of a waste of time. You could argue that, oh, you can learn from these experiences, but here's the thing about me and League, okay? I cared so much about climbing and getting good, I never stopped and thought, wait, do I even like playing the game itself? No, I don't. Because of just everything piling in on each other. It's just like, oh, I don't want to do this. It doesn't matter if you're Diamond, or Challenger, or a Pro player, or whatever. At the end of the day, you yourself need to enjoy playing the actual game. It's so easy to fall behind. It's so easy to lose in this game. So that even when you get fed, you don't feel good. Because it's harder than it used to be in, like, Season 5. And if you're not enjoying it while winning, then, like, what's the point? And honestly, I would argue that it's a bad sign even if you're not having fun while losing. Like, on a regular basis. That's just how it goes every day, all the time. And even if I get Masters, for the sake of argument, let's say I get Masters. Okay, what do you fucking do? I don't enjoy playing the game, so what's the point? You know? Oh, look, I'm really good at this game, even though I hate playing it every day all the time. And that's something I see all the fucking time. Look at Shin, for instance. He's a popular streamer, he fucking hates this game. And he plays it every day. I mean, granted, he has kind of a financial... You know, he has a financial reliance on playing the game regularly. And he streams it. And that's gonna be the worst fucking thing ever, right? Being forced to play a game you hate because you were relying on it to, like, pay your bills or whatever. But that goes for a lot of YouTubers, for League in general. It doesn't help that you're always getting people like, why'd you quit League, man? This is fucking bullshit. Like, look at Nisi. You know, he went to Fortnite and everyone's whining, like, why'd you quit League? You know, and while I think his video slamming those people is a little bit harsh, it is right on the nose. He's not wrong at all to be criticizing those people and talking shit. Those people, like, it's League of Legends. Why are you fucking mad that someone is not experiencing League anymore? So I hang out on these League of Legends Discord servers, even today. Even though I don't play League anymore, they're like my main servers that I hang out on and I talk to people on, what have you. The one I'm on right now is Lulu Mains. You get people who play the game every day all the time, trying to rank up in Platinum or Diamond or whatever, and they will post screenshots like, oh, my team's fading, this is bullshit. Or, oh, look at this guy, he's running it down mid. Or, my favorite is when people are borderline gloating about the fact that they're running it down mid. Look, I'm so cool, this fucking troll trolled me, so I trolled the troll. Just people that clearly, and they're always complaining about the balance. Like, oh, we didn't ban this champion, fuck this shit. People that clearly hate League of Legends, but they play it anyways. Like, get over it, dude. Just stop playing. Like me, I don't fucking play the game anymore. I have no desire to play the game anymore. I may never give it a serious shot anymore. And let me tell you, okay, ever since I quit League, it has been the happiest days of my life. I used to just straight up be in a bad mood all the fucking time when I played League 24/7. And there are so many games to enjoy, people, that aren't League. Like, why would you want to play League when you can play Legend of Zelda, or Half-Life, or, I don't know, Halo, or fucking Kingsmood or some shit, or Dark Souls? So many options. You know, why keep yourself restricted to one game? You're just gonna play League and that's it? Like, come on. And I think that about covers all my thoughts, so be sure to like and subscribe. Hope you guys, you know, understand my points, enjoy the video. It's a bit of a ramble. I don't like doing these unscripted things very much. And just me talking. It's easier when it's a Let's Play or something, but whatever. I said what I needed to say, and that's it. Have a good day, everyone.